Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor, April 19th. Grains ended up finishing a little bit stronger. Corn and wheat higher, with beans pulling back slightly. Corn up about 7.5 cents. You had wheat up about 6.25. Beans, May ended up down just a few cents, but November down about 10.5. News out on the beans. We were expecting some kind of a strike out of Brazil. That has been called off. No strikes in the future as of yet. That ended up pulling the beans back a little bit. But as far as the grains, corn and wheat, we are higher, mostly due to weather. This still will be a concern here next week. This is something that you're going to need to follow next week, so stay in tune with us, and we'll keep you up on that. But temperatures are supposed to warm up here as of the noon weather maps, looking to be a little bit warmer, but they are still wet. So 6 to 10 day forecast, still with quite a bit of moisture, and the extended forecast has some quite a bit of rain in it yet, moving across the midsection. Now with wheat's continuing to rally here, but being led by the Minneapolis contracts. So that's spring wheat. We are going to see some concerns there as well. We still have a lot of snowpack areas, Dakotas, even Minnesota getting a lot of snow overnight. It's cold. We're going to have those issues, and then we're going to start throwing on their concerns of planting spring wheat. So those concerns are going to continue to file in and continue to keep things on a friendlier side. So pullbacks will be well supported if we see that early next week. But watch these forecasts. A lot of guys are going to be watching not only good to excellent ratings for wheat on Monday, but they're going to be watching for planting progress. Now, we've had a lot of rain, not a lot of progress out there. You cannot expect a big jump here for next week. If we get too far behind, the market will react to that. But some of the outside markets, the dollar up about 20 cents for the week, up about 46. So we've had some pretty big days for the dollar. We did finish strong for the week, so it is a big move, but we've got to see another stronger week next week. But if the dollar goes up, what happens? We tend to see commodities peel back. Crude oil did just that. Even though it's up 28 cents today, still down almost $3.50 for the week, putting that at 88.15. We did have the May contract go off the board here today. June's now lead month. But S&P, our stock market up about 42 points. S&P up about 11, finding some short covering here to end the week. Gold. We've had a $100 decline this week. It is up $8 right now. Silver is down about 10 cents. So silver falling back about $3.19. These are some pretty big moves in the metals. A lot of guys chomping at the bit to come in here and try to buy these metals yet because of the break we've seen. But the big thing is that the trends have changed. Okay, we are now in a downtrend as far as the metals. They look very negative. And we've got some consolidating over the last few days. So we'll see if which way these guys want to take the metals here early next week. But the trends are lower. Rallies right now probably will meet some resistance as well. But we'll see what happens. We need to get some more positive news out of the metals, but right now there is not any. We just had a cattle on feed report come out. A little bit of a surprise, actually, in the placements. The average guess, 98.5. It came out at 106. So this is bearish as far as placements. Marketing, they expected to see 93.7. Came out at 92, so more neutral overall. But on feed, a little bit negative on feed as well. They were looking 93.7. Came out at 95. So that is going to be looked at as a little bit negative. So a little negative here, bearish on the placements and bearish here on feed. A lot of times, though, with the cattle, you get a bearish report. These guys like to fade that. If we get a bullish report, guys are selling that the next day. We'll see if they are going to fade this one as well. But it is a bearish report. We did back off a little bit here today. We saw cash cattle trade today. 126 and also 126.50, so that's about $1.50 higher over last week's trade. It's the first trade that we've seen for cattle here since Monday. Box beef, though, mixed. Choice down 51, select up 107 today, and that's it's going to be, well, as I mentioned, more mixed. A lot of guys on Monday are going to be watching this cattle on feed report and going to be adjusting to some numbers early on. As far as hogs, though, down 45 cents. Stronger cash market this week. We're up 25 cents for the week in the hogs. But we still have this problem in China, this bird flu issue. That will be certainly something to watch until we get a handle on that or get a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable with that. The market's still going to be on the defensive here. So we'll see what kind of stories come out of China as far as bird flu. That is still going to be negative as far as the hogs at this time. But give us a call if you guys have any questions. I hope you guys had a great week. Have a great weekend. But you can reach us here at 800-262-7538 or check us out right on the web at allendale-inc.com. And we'll talk to you next week.